They had no idea who I was moment? My three roommates thought I was just some loser who worked customer service and cleaned up after them. They had no clue I was about to become their landlord. I shared this rental house with Jake, Connor, and Becca, all college seniors who treated me like their personal janitor. Every morning, I'd wake up to pizza boxes on the counter, beer cans everywhere, dishes piled in the sink. They'd leave notes like, "Hey, can you grab toilet paper?" Or, "Dishwasher's broken again?" When they had friends over, I'd hear them talking about me. "Oh, that's just Trevor. He does customer service or something. Super unmotivated. Never leaves his room." They thought I was antisocial because I worked nights and slept during the day. What they didn't know was I was coding. Every night while they partied, I was building this passive income app. Started as a simple expense tracker, but I kept adding features. Users could link bank accounts, set savings goals, get spending alerts. Nothing revolutionary, just useful. By month 6, I had 3,000 active users. By month 10, 15,000. Small subscription fees were adding up. I was making more from the app than my day job, but I kept both going. Saved everything in a separate business account. Then our landlord, Mr. Peterson, called a house meeting, said he wanted to sell the place. My roommates freaked out. Jake was like, "Dude, we can't afford anything else in this area." Connor started panicking about his parents finding out he got kicked out again. I stayed quiet during their whole freakout session. That night, I called Mr. Peterson privately, asked what he wanted for the house. $320,000. I'd been saving for 2 years. Between the app income and my regular job, I had enough for a solid down payment. Got pre-approved through my business LLC. Made an offer. Mr. Peterson accepted within a week. I didn't tell my roommates anything. Just said the landlord was still looking for buyers. They spent weeks stressing, looking at overpriced apartments, arguing about who would live where. Finally, closing day came. I signed the papers, got the keys, became the official owner. My roommates still had no idea. I waited 2 weeks, then sent them an email from a generic Gmail account. "Hello tenants, I am the new property owner. Please see attached lease agreement with updated terms. New rent was $200 more each, plus a cleaning deposit. Rules about common areas staying clean. Mandatory house meetings twice a month. Late fees for rent." Everything they'd been doing wrong was now officially prohibited. They were furious. Jake texted the group chat, "This new landlord is insane." Becca was like, "Who does this guy think he is?" Connor wanted to fight the lease terms. They scheduled this big house meeting to plan their response. Asked if I wanted to join their tenant union against the new owner. I said sure, I'd be there. Meeting day arrived. They're all sitting around our kitchen table with printed lease copies, highlighting sections, planning their arguments. I walked in wearing my only suit, carrying a briefcase I'd bought that morning. "Actually," I said, sitting down at the head of the table, "I'm the new landlord." The room went completely silent. Jake's mouth literally fell open. Becca just stared at me like I'd grown a second head. Connor was looking back and forth between me and the lease papers. "You're joking," Jake finally said. "I pulled out the property deed with my LLC name on it." "Nope, bought it 3 weeks ago." That's when they realized their unmotivated roommate had been making more money than all of them combined. Their faces were priceless. "So," I continued, "about these lease terms. You have 60 days to start following them, or you can find somewhere else to live. Your choice." Connor tried arguing that I couldn't just change everything. I reminded him I literally owned the house now. Jake asked how I even had money for this. I showed them my app, which now had 40,000 users.